you'll press present. Admit people as they need to be.
Okay, perfect.
I would take that when I need some time. Going right to vote.
I love it. In fact, I went and saw him. I had him quite a quick time. Anyway, he set up Monday. And he's like, what are you in for? I'm like, "I'm going to divorce my phone." He said, let me write that prescription right now. So I knew Laura before Laura knew real estate.
No way.
Yeah. I knew Laura when she did her craft stuff, when she did her embroidery and stuff like that.
Her what?
Embroidery.
No, she does that.
She used to own an embroidery machine and she would do like shirts.
Oh. Cool.
But you know, we both grew up in West Bank, so.
I love it. Okay, so don't interrupt me because I'm trying to study for this thing because I didn't do any work on it. So I have no clue what I'm about to say. Oh, they tell me everything to say.
Is that part of the no talking thing?
That is part of the no talking thing until 9 o'clock and you talk all you want. You gotta make it last as long as possible because I'm doing it. The whole thing. Select your open house location and time, or volunteer to host an open house for someone else on your market center. Do give an example of best practice representation for selecting the neighborhood and holding it to open.
Well, I saw your open house video last night, so I know you have nothing to worry about.
You're sweet, thank you.
Maybe it would have made it better.
I know it's really disappointing. It's very disappointing, but I decided that I was gonna come alone, be a solo act today. And, but I can check, I can, I was just showing, he said record to the cloud.
Okay.
So you wanna see what a new parent I am? Watch this look. So,
Did you drop him?
did I drop him? No, this is his current, he's out of his room, he's with his mom. But I can see like his beats per minute is 129 and his
How
oxygen
can you
level,
see that?
it's on,
Do you have a
it-
bracelet on
it's a
him?
little, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, okay, he's good.
Haven't you watched Black Mirror?
No, what is that?
So it's kind of like the modern version of Twilight Zone.
Mhm.
Where like, they're just episodes where something random happens and it's like bad and horrifying.
Yeah,
Well, there's one episode where this mom puts a tracker inside of her daughter where like you can see through her own, like the daughter's own eyes. And, like,
Yeah.
you can see what they're doing. And then you
No.
have like parental
Oh,
controls so you can block what they see.
oh.
You can like know if like, they're taking drugs, like what's in their system, what kind of drugs.
Is that what your mom does to you?
Huh?
Is this a movie?
It's called Black Mirror. It's like the Twilight Zone where it has different episodes, but one of the episodes does this. And so she sees like her daughter, I don't know, at a very young age, like she's very scared. Her daughter's scared of blood, so she blocks out anything that has to do with horror or blood or anything like that. The mom blocks it from her kid to be able to see that. And then like you see a little while later, like her daughter's then obsessed with like blood because she can't see it, like it's all blurry and stuff like that. She doesn't understand what's going on. She finds her daughter at some point realizes that she has a tracker blocker on her or whatever, and like talks to her mom turns it off. And then as a teenager, her mom's very curious about what she's doing. She goes up to the attic, grabs the tracker, and like is seeing her daughter again, like for the first time in a few years through her eyes, and is like noticing, oh, like my daughter's having sex and all that. So she goes and like blocks her daughter from being able to like do stuff like that. She sees that her daughter takes like a pregnancy pill and like, or is pregnant, like can track that
Oh,
her
wow.
daughter's pregnant, puts a plan B into her smoothie in the morning to stop her from having a
The
pregnancy.
baby, yeah.
So it just does like a bunch of messed up stuff, like,
Oh my
no,
God.
like stuff that's like a normal teenager.
Right, right.
The mom like tries to block her from it. Well, at one point, like the blood and stuff is still blocked from the daughter's view,
Mhm.
and the daughter goes crazy and like kills her mom.
No.
And
Oh,
like
wow.
doesn't realize that she did that and killed her mom because she can't see it. Like while she's killing her mom. Like,
That's
it's
a cool
crazy.
twist. That's a
Mhm.
cool twist.
So that
to
kind of
it.
reminded me of it though. I was like, Daniel, you can't track your baby.
Stop tracking your baby. Well, Rita,
So at
tell.
one point it did like save her daughter's life from when
Really?
she was a baby. Saved her life because something was happening with I don't know, her health. So it was beneficial at one point, but then it became an obsessive over controlling parent type
Right.
situation.
Well, that's so. Rita, tell Jenna your story about your
They didn't have those when my sister had her twins like 6 years ago.
Mhm.
You know, so she had twins and babies would have breaks in ICU.
Mhm.
And so they stopped at certain, I don't know if it was a week or like 2 weeks, they'll get to go home.
Mhm.
But, you know, her being, well, she couldn't get pregnant for such a long time. So if she did get pregnant, it was just like, I would work from like 6 to 10 so she can stay up at night to make sure her baby would breathe, which
Mhm.
those things would have came really in handy, because she would just be like, I don't want you to go to sleep, I want you to like,
Yeah.
just listen to the baby, put your hands on the chest, see if they're breathing and
Mhm.
stuff, because you know, there's certain babies that didn't make it because that.
it's
Mhm.
called intermittent breathing or something like that, where they periodic breathing. So they stop breathing for like 10 to 15 to 20 seconds.
Mhm.
So like babies will stop breathing. And so if they don't restart breathing, this thing will catch it and like send an alert, be like, hey, like in your room, obviously I can't do anything from here. But like it'll say, hey, the baby stopped breathing.
Like go
And it
check.
would, yeah. So that's kind of what it is. And so it's like, I think as like a new parent, once the baby stops breathing for a couple times, you just kind of freak out.
Mhm.
So you're always like, is he breathing? Is everything okay? And
Yeah.
you don't hear him making noise or whatever. So it kind of helps, but also it's like a
Yeah.
little obsessive. You're like checking like, okay.
Yeah.
So it kind of, for me, I don't really check it a lot,
Mhm.
but like at night, like right before I go to bed, I'll just like check it, be like, okay, it's cool. I
Yeah.
can go back to
And you
sleep
have it
now.
on, of course, for if
Yeah.
it happens. Yeah. No, that makes sense. But it just reminded me of the
Mhm.
like
I watched
Of
one
that
episode of that
show.
show, and it's so twisted, I'm like, what is
Mhm.
on, what, can we have some happy-go-lucky shows?
Mhm.
The stuff that's on Netflix now is just-
All the
But-
happy shows.
But
are
that,
fun.
like that show in particular, because like it is kind of like a modern day Twilight Zone. And like if you watch the Twilight Zone, you're like, why were people scared of that back then? You know, like that's such a weird thing to be scared of. But then you watch like that today, and I'm sure in about 20 years or so, they're gonna be like, why were people scared of that? Like it's nothing to be scared of, you know? So it's really crazy like how much societal impact we have, like to see it, and like how our technology could advance, because you know there's already that where you can track your baby's breathing and heart rate and everything. What's to say like in the next few years that parent tracker, you know, not in the one episode I was referencing, like comes out and is developed, you know, so it's just crazy to think about. Okay, so my mom's birthday's coming up. I'm already getting her something pretty big. My aunt's a jeweler, and my aunt and I, you can't tell her.
No, I'm not gonna
No. So my aunt's a jeweler. She's coming for a week to like visit with my mom and everything
Yeah.
while my dad's gone for 3 weeks on a work trip. But so she made her a bracelet with like everybody's birthstone in it, like my
Aw.
mom's, my brother's, my sister's, my dad's, myself. And it was like, so I'm splitting the cost of her with that because like it's, you know, real gemstones, real gold that is made with everything. So it was pretty pricey, but I want to get her kind of like one more thing. So I was looking at like bento boxes for myself, but I think it's also something that
What
she
is
would
that?
like
For food?
for food for like lunchtime and everything. But anyways, there's these bento boxes, and I just don't know if like it's a good idea, I guess. Like
That's cool. I heard it's like that's like a Japanese thing. Huh?
yeah, so it's just like it's a Tupperware container, so you can bring your lunch to work and
Yeah.
everything. But I wasn't sure if like I'd do something.
And they
She'd
would
want.
text stuff.
And I know
Does she bring her lunch to work? I think she does.
She does, but she does that. But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, she does the Optavia. If
She does.
If she does bring her lunch to
She
work,
doesn't
it's
hurt your
Optavia.
feelings?
So it's
Those
just like a
little
little
packets.
packet. So I don't know if
Because
it's
if
like if it's
I only
worth
get
it.
like 3 of those.
Yeah, it's cute. I think it's a cute idea.
Yeah. I don't know if she would use it though, now that now they would think
My
about
husband's
it.
the one
What
who
about a really
does
cool
that.
water bottle? Cause you have to drink a lot of water on
He's like,
Optavia.
She
"Oh,
does, yeah, that's true.
Does she have a good
But now
one?
I
She doesn't have, like,
understand. I feel like, oh,
a
everyone
good one
has
like this,
Yeah,
you know?
that'd be a
That'd
good
be a
one.
good idea.
Yeah, cause
That's a
on
good idea.
Optavia, you have to
I'll get
drink
her a
like,
nice one too.
you have to drink like a ton of water.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to tell her like, but you can't, you have to just forward me the Amazon Prime thing. You can't look at it. You have to delete it as soon as you get it. Cause she has it connected to her account.
Of course.
So like during Christmas time, she literally just like goes in and deletes
Oh, that's.
everything. Like I have to let her
funny.
know like, hey, you need to delete this incoming Amazon.
Cause you get some free shipping.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a crack up. I love it.
They need to have like a thing on Amazon where it's like, this gift is going to this specific person. Please don't send them information about it. You know?
My husband and I have 2 Amazon accounts, his and hers. And it seems crazy, but we don't want each other to see what we're ordering, like Christmas
Yeah.
presents and stuff like that, so we keep it 2 accounts.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, I wish there was a, a thing
There
that
should be a
said,
login for husband and wife on one account.
yeah, where you link your Amazon account, but it's 2 different logins, so the other person doesn't see what you're up to. Which I mean, could be a good thing and a bad thing, but
They're making extra money.
yep. That's why they haven't done it.
River Park Estates, is that above 12 or below 12? River Park.
I'm not sure.
Take 190 West Shore to Highway 25.
I'm just now learning everything on the North Shore, because I live on the South Shore.
Oh, yeah, that's
So I know everything in New Orleans, Monterey, Kenner, and Foss.
right.
Jojo.
Yeah, that's above 12. I have a client that only wants me to go from Madisonville School District.
Guess what? Holly? Okay. I'm gonna be right here. You don't hear me. I'm gonna be real loud. I'm gonna address you from across the room. It's the whole class is pretty much about a love letter to you. Has anyone tried to join yet? We're starting in 1 minute.
No.
Oh my God. What are we gonna do?
Post a live video on Facebook and the little coaching thing.
I told everybody not to.
That is so funny. We y'all will get a personal class, a personal private lesson. Oh, here we go. We have Manisha. One person is waiting.
Well, typically.
Mill.
open houses, they have snacks, and where's our snacks? and-
Oh my God, shut your mouth. Okay, so how do I talk to that person?
They can hear you. They're just muted right now.
How do they, can they see me?
Yes, I can see you and I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning. Can I see you just for a second, just to say hello? Hi. Unmute yourself.
Hi,
Okay, what is your name?
I'm Monisha.
Hey, Melnisha, I'm Daniel Munn. Good to meet you.
Nice meeting you as well.
You're the only one in this whole entire world that I'm going to be teaching today. Isn't that exciting? Nobody, y'all are chopped liver. They're chopped liver. It's this class is between you and me, Melnisha. Okay. No, wait. You did something on the Zoom thing, and now I can't see if anyone else is coming in.
Okay, so because they can see your screen, so it'll pop up.
It'll let them in no matter what.
No, so it'll
It'll make that noise.
make that noise. It'll make I think it'll make a noise, or it'll have a little pop up screen. Where'd it go? Oh, you'll click participants, and so no one's trying.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Um,
And then
I'm gonna log on and make myself a co-host so I can just admit them for you.
that'd be sweet. Okay, that'd be awesome. Okay, it's 9 o'clock, so I'm going to start talking about
That was
things.
my laptop.
I got so excited. Okay, so let me see here. I got this thing. I got this. Oh, here we go. Admit, that's probably you.
Oh wait, that's not me, but yes, that's what will happen.
Okay, gotcha. Hi, iPhone. iPhone. Jenna Saunders, admit. Okay, hold on. iPhone. I'm unmuting your audio, iPhone. Who is this? iPhone. Unmute yourself, Milnisha. I know it's you, but not the other you. There's someone that just logged in called an iPhone. Hey, Rita.
Oh, am I on there?
The,
I'm not on there.
hi. You're muted, but can you tell me what your name is?
Okay,
Go
Carrie-
again.
Jessica Judson.
Jackson.
Judson.
Judson. I missed your first name though.
Jessica.
Jessica Judson. I love it. JJ. That's so cool.
That's what they call me.
Awesome. Hi, Jessica. Very
Hi.
good to meet you and see you on the Zoom call. My
Same
name is
here.
Daniel Munn,
Excited.
and this is Jenna, and she's wonderful.
Hello.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What happened to your
Same here.
wrist?
I got bit by a dog.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's all right though.
Don't get bit by a dog, Milnisha. Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. Rhonda. Unmute yourself, Rhonda. Pam. Hey, Pam.
Oh, she's waiting to join.
Okay. Rhonda's iPhone. Rhonda. She's muted.
Hey, how do you change that?
What's that? How do you mute yourself?
No, iPhone. It just, I don't know why mine's showing just iPhone.
Oh, I don't know. I think you have to create an account
Oh.
on your Zoom and then put your little name up there. And I'll tell you another cool thing to do is put a picture of yourself That way,
Oh.
like Pam has if you scroll down to Pam, she has her picture of herself. That way, when you turn your video screen off, you can still see your face, which is kind of cool.
Oh, okay. I'll try
Yeah.
that. Thank you.
Okay, Rhonda, you still haven't responded yet. We have 1 minute to decide what you're gonna do. This is your choice. Oh, shit. Hey, Rhonda.
Hey, I'm sorry. I haven't done it on my phone before, so I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
I'm just messing with you. Hi, I'm Daniel. Good to meet you.
Hey, Daniel. Congratulations on that beautiful baby.
Thank you. It's a fun little baby, but I haven't slept in like 4 days and I'm hyped up on coffee, so this should be an interesting class. Pam. Hey, Pam. What's up, homie? Unmute yourself, Pam.
I did. Hey, how's it going?
It's going really good. Thank you for tuning in. Mwah. I love you.
I love
Okay.
you too. That baby is precious. He looks just like you.
Isn't he just the cutest thing? You
He's
think
the
he looks like
cutest
me?
thing.
You think he looks like me?
Yes.
He is a good mix. He's a good mix. Okay, so should we start recording the class?
It's already recording.
Oh, that was a bad mistake. Oh, God, Anthony. Okay, we're going to get started, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to my very first class that I've ever taught and the very last class that I'm ever going to teach because they're never going to let me do this again. This is going to be a first and last time. My name is Daniel Munn. I am a 3-year-old agent right here at the Keller Williams Market Center, and I love it. It's so much fun. But the reason why I got started was because I did open houses, and I did open houses to like a really big level. So I started by doing a mega open house. That's the first thing that I ever did. So there's an open house. Hey, Jill. Everyone, this is Jill. She's a wonderful person. Oh my gosh, she's making me be quiet. That is not going to happen today. That is not happening. Okay. So she
Daniel
told me
doesn't know how to be
type it.
quiet.
I don't know how to be quiet. That's just not in my vocabulary.
That's right.
All right, so I am gonna go a little off script just to start because I wanted to tell you guys about mega open houses. So I started doing mega open houses, which is a little bit different from a regular open house. So I found this video on YouTube and I decided that my very first listing, I was gonna do a mega open house, which is a house to the 7th level at Keller Williams. So Keller Williams has different levels of open houses. And it's 7 different levels. So the one that I did included door knocking, phone calls, social media, video. We also did flyers, signs, every single level of open house. This is an MREA. And that's when you do a mega open house and go crazy. And we had 300 people show up to this open house. The #1 open house in the history of the state of Louisiana, because I checked. My next closest one was like 60 people. So we had 300 people. We actually had the police come and shut us down 2 times, because we were causing traffic concerns. That's how crazy it was. So
That's
it was
hilarious.
really a really fun event. We had a band, we gave away an iPad. And the reason why I did that was because it was my first big listing, my first beautiful, wonderful listing. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I just admit all? Julie and Richie, hey guys, welcome to the class. I'm just getting started. Julie and Richie, I am Daniel Munn. Good to meet you guys. So what I was telling you guys about a mega open house. So what I decided to do with my mega open house was, that was my ribbon cutting ceremony. So if I were to build a Smoothie King, right? I was gonna have like a big event to like welcome myself to real estate. So if you're building a Smoothie King or you're building a dress store, right? You want to have a big grand opening ceremony, make it a big deal, make it really fun, so that people know that you're in existence and that you are actually doing business as a real estate agent, right? And a lot of you guys are new, that's why you're taking this class. Hi, Julie. I like your red lipstick. It's really pretty. I almost wore that same shade today, but then I decided against it the last minute. Okay,
Oh, well, you know,
so,
we didn't want to clash.
I know, we don't want to clash. It's not going to happen today. All right, so anyway, I decided to have a big grand opening ceremony. So I did video, I did everything combined together so that everyone knew, hey, this guy's in real estate and he's not a joke. Like, he's going to take it seriously, right? So that's what I wanted to get across to you guys, is be different, be unique, be special. That's what's going to set you apart from everybody else. Because there's a bunch of real estate agents. Let's just be honest. There's about 300 agents in this office and about 1,000 agents on the North Shore. Now, not all those agents are in production and making a lot of money. So that's the kind of the difference is like we're taking our job seriously. We're not like weekend warriors. Like we do this thing full time. We take our job seriously. We're learning. That's why you're in this class right now. So we want you to be a little bit different, a little bit fun, a little bit spicy, a little bit cool, right? So just kind of try to find your angle that's going to make you different, make you stand out. Like we talked about yesterday, we have Jennifer Griffin is the biking real estate agent. So kind of be known for what you are special for and what you want to be known for. I just want to be known for the open house guy. And then COVID-19 hit. What? So now I can't have open houses, but I'm about to start back again in November. So be on the lookout because I'm about to do another open house. So yeah, I'm on Facebook. If you want to Google Daniel Munn on Facebook or Instagram, daniel.munn. Y'all go follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I do a lot of really fun, unique posts. I do most of my business on social media. So that's how I do like 90% of my clients come from social media. So if you want to kind of get an idea of what some stuff to do, definitely go on Instagram, daniel.munn, or on Facebook and follow me, like me, do all this stuff. Because I encourage you guys to R&D, rip off and duplicate. Anything that I do, definitely rip off and duplicate. Y'all can do your own thing because guess what? No one else is going to do it. No one else on the North Shore does crazy stuff like me. So you go do crazy stuff because then you can be the other version of me and actually be your own self. Like do your own thing and make it different and fun and unique. So let's get into the class. Why don't we press a little button? How do I press buttons? Okay. Open houses is to lead generate for buyers and sellers. So part of the open house is obviously you're marketing yourself, but you're also marketing the house. So you're marketing yourself, you're marketing the house, you're making a lot of people happy. So you're trying to bring in buyers, you're trying to bring in other sellers, right? So buyers are going to come in and take a look at the house. They're also going to bring in sellers who are just kind of interested, like, hey, what's happening in the neighborhood? What's going on right now? They're going to come in and look at the house, and then they're also going to interview you. So if you're fun, if you have energy, if you're exciting, they're going to want you to list the house, which is kind of a cool thing, right? So it's actually a lot of different ways to get business through open houses because you're not just marketing the house, and also it makes the listing, the sellers happy because everyone wants you to do an open house. Right now, you can kind of get away with not doing it just because of COVID. You could say, hey, COVID. But I was going to give you guys some tips on open houses with COVID is just go get a couple of little disposable masks, put them on the counter, get some little water bottles, get some hand sanitizer, put it out. So when you walk in, they kind of get that idea that, hey, it's kind of clean in here, everything looking good. With like sandwiches and stuff, everything needs to be individually packaged right now. So chips, some little, individually packaged chips, some water bottles and everything. I just wouldn't go into like finger foods and stuff right now just because people are weird and there's coughing people that come in and they cough on everything. You know who I'm talking about. There's people that cough on everything. Don't be that person. Okay, so open houses are inexpensive. They have a high return on investment. Qualified leads come in from one listing. So it's really kind of cool. The more marketing you do around that open house, you're going to get more qualified leads. So a thing about social media, you can go on my social media accounts and see kind of what I do about videos, is I just take my freaking camera and I go Facebook Live and I press the little button and button. Can you say button? Button. Why did I say button? Okay. Julie thinks I'm funny and so like she's laughing. Yes. Oh my gosh, someone thinks I'm funny. Okay. So you press the little button and you go Facebook Live, right? And you just say, hey guys, I am so excited because tomorrow is my open house. Y'all come out to this address, right? So it's so easy to promote yourself these days because we have Facebook Live, we have Instagram Live. So just do videos leading up into the event. And people think the perception is reality, y'all. People will think that you are like some big shot, huge agent that has a ton of listings because if you promote yourself with that house, right? So if you say a week before, hey, next week, here's the date, I'm having this open house. Then the day before, you go to the open house and you say, hey, I'm outside the house. We're having this open tomorrow. Then the day of, you do the same thing, but from inside the house, right? So that's 3 different backgrounds. People are going to think you're a big shot. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, you are the coolest person ever. And that's what you want. You want people to say, hey, I know what you do. You do real estate. And this is that listing. And so you're promoting the listing. You're promoting yourself. It's this beautiful marriage. It's just wonderful. It's just like spaghetti and meatballs. It's just everything. Okay. So productive way to meet buyers and sellers. I don't know what that means, but I just read it off the screen. So whatever, do what you want with it. Okay. So open house prospecting model. So you're going to prepare, prospect, and pursue. I practice saying that 5 times because that's 3 P's, and I'm really bad at saying 3 P's in a row. So dang it, I messed it up. Okay. Okay, so Monday. So here's the thing. Got to calm down for a second. Lots of coffee. Okay, so if you want to have an open house successfully, you have to first select the date. So there's a couple of different things you can think about when selecting the date. So broker tours usually on Wednesday. That's going to attract a lot of agents. So if you do the open house on a Wednesday, you're going to attract a lot of agents. On Wednesday, they do have a schedule in the North Shore Area Board of Realtors for what sections, which zones are done on what days. So, let's say, for example, the first Wednesday of the month is Covington. The second Wednesday of the month is Madisonville. Third Wednesday of the month is Mandeville. So check that. If you do want to have a successful open house, a lot of agents still do that and they go for their zones. However, I find a lot of the time with open houses going towards other agents. Yes, the other agents do have the clients. So you're going towards, what are you drinking, Julie? Is that Dr. Pepper?
Diet Coke.
Oh my God, I love Coke too. So anyway, that was a really bad joke. That was a bad joke. Okay.
Darling.
I have an itch. I have a nose itch. Okay. So allergies, hashtag not joking. So Zyrtec is on the list. So on Wednesdays, a lot of times they promote to other brokers. And so brokers are going to come in and they're going to bring their clients with them. So that's just kind of like a weird thing. Like, I don't know how successful those have been. However, it does boost your turnout. So when you're going to your clients and saying, hey, how successful was it? You're going to have a built-in amount of group for people that come to open houses. We call them the lunch and learners. So they come in, they're going to eat your food, they're going to eat your little snacks, and they kind of do that. It's like, that's like their fun little thing that they do, right? On Wednesdays, they come and eat everything that you have. So did you really? Okay, so we have someone in the class that sold a house at a broker tour. So guess what? Don't knock it. Don't knock it, people.
Just people walked in and they were
Yeah.
like, if you have an agent, and they're like, not here, sold my house.
I love it. Okay, so you can absolutely do that with success. Just know that there are going to be some kind of people that come and they're just going to eat. They're going to walk through the house and they're going to run away. But I have found a lot of success on the weekends. I know it's the weekend. You want to be off. But we work on the weekends because we're real estate agents. We work 24/7. It's so much fun. Okay, so Saturday and Sunday is a really good day to do an open house, like right around church time. So 11 to 2 or 2 to 4 on a Sunday, right after church. All the Catholics, all the Baptists, they go and get their coffee and then they go to open houses. So it's kind of a fun thing. Also on Saturday is a really good time. A lot of people are, between soccer games, whatever, they'll come and they'll kind of hit your open houses too. So Saturday and Sunday, we get a lot of success and a lot more buyers will come on a Saturday and Sunday. So my mega open house was on a Wednesday that we had 300 people at. Then I did another mega open house. We had another band. We had everything else, did it correctly, y'all. And I had like 50 people show up. And that's still a lot of people, but I did everything the same things that I did to get the 300 people and 50 people showed up. Then I did it again and had like 10 people show up. So it's kind of like you kind of want to make sure that you have a really good location for the house. It's not super hard to get to. So one of the ones that I did was in Lake Ramsey. It's just really hard to get to Lake Ramsey. So you don't want to do a mega big, huge, gigantic open house at some place that's in Folsom because it's just not easy. So the that open house I did was on 190. It was 2 turns off of 190. I put all my signs leading up to it on the interstate, on 190 leading down to it. And I have a bunch of really fun signs that say, hey, turn here. They're kind of jokey and funny. So that's kind of the big success I had, I think, was pretty much due to location, to be honest. Because I've done the same marketing, same everything for all my houses. And that's still the number one go-getter house that I've had with just location. So you want to have a good location. You want to have a good day. So you want to, like, if it's raining and storming, probably not going to have the best turnout. So it's you kind of have to get lucky a little bit. But once you get lucky, oh boy, you're going to be so happy with the results. Okay, so one of the other things that you want to have to do is you want to have a sign-in sheet. So everyone that comes in is going to have to sign in. That's an absolute rule. If you're not going to sign in, don't even come to the open house because that's how you're going to capture your leads. It is absolutely pointless to do an open house and not have a sign-in sheet. Pointless because you don't know who came. And you want to get their name, number, and email address. The email address, not so important, but you want to get their name and number. However, name, number, email address is the beautiful lock for everything. So if you get all 3 of those things, you are in business. So one of my little tricks that I do is on my sign-in sheet, if they do not put their name, number, and email address, let's say they just put their name and no number, no email address, I will make a fake number and a fake email address for them. Here's why. Is because if the person above you on your sign-in sheet puts your name, number, and email address, the person below puts your name and number and no email address, 9 times out of 10, the third person will put just their name and number. And then the 4th person will just put their name. Then the 5th person will just put their name. So they kind of copy whoever went above them. So I always make sure to put 555-1111 or whatever, like make up a fake number and a fake email address. That's a little tip, a little trick that they didn't teach you in the class, but that's a bonus. I'm throwing it in there. So write that down because you're going to copy the person above you and then you're not going to get any information. So always be checking that list and people are pretty friendly. They're going to be like, hey, I'll put my name and number. After they put their name and number, it's all in the follow-up, y'all. So as soon as the name and number is in there, when they leave the house, okay, is everyone listening? Hello, I'm tapping the screen. Are you listening? This is very important. Julie, make a little smiley face. Let me see it. Okay. Oh, look, I have a big pimple right here. Dang.
Thanks for sharing.
Right?
I'm gonna pop it right after the class. If y'all want to stay tuned, that's gonna be your little bonus at the end. What?
Oh, you can get them pimple poppers.
What's that?
I followed up on my sign-in sheet and I actually called one client who said, well, I already purchased a home with someone else.
Right.
But he said, I'm looking for a commercial building and my budget is $3 million. Can you help me with that?
Okay, so we have a person in the class that said that they got a $3 million buyer from Follow Up. And that Follow Up is super duper important. Thank you for sharing that story. That's really, yeah, of course, but you still want to be able to get those people on the follow up. So after they leave, don't be creepy. Don't do it like the second after they leave, but after they leave, just take your little camera and be like, hey guys, my name is Daniel Minen. Thank you so much for stopping by the open house. I had a really great time with you guys. I would love to work with you as a buyer's agent. And just talk to them real quick, make a little video, and then text it to them. No other agent is doing that or will do that or has done that. I'm telling you, it's something really simple because they want the personal connection to you as an agent. And I do this, that's my little secret for my lead follow-ups in general, is I send a video. Nobody else does that. So if you do that, if you write that one little thing down and you follow up with your clients with a video, because you and I have we've all been there where you text a client that you've worked with in the past and they do not text you back. They ghost you. I get ghosted all the time. Is it me? Is it something I'm doing? This helps me to not get ghosted because I will just send a video. Let's say Rita was my client 6 months ago. We looked at the houses, but we never found anything, right? Number second, hey Rita, how's everything going? Did you find a house yet? No response. Hey Rita, happy Thanksgiving. How's everything going? Still no response, right? So I will go, Rita, it's your buddy Daniel Munn. I had so much fun with you when we were looking at houses. Let's do it again. Let's get together. And send them a little video. It's a personal connection. See, it's even making everyone smile here on the cameras right here. It's a little personal connection that you can have to them. And they see, hey, this is a real person. This is actually not just like a text robot that we all get those darn emails. Doll to the culture jaw. We get those darn emails that everyone doesn't like, right? Those little spammy emails. That is not spammy. That is connection. You use their name. Hey, Julie Baker, thank you so much. I had a great time with you. Call me if you need me. And then if they still don't respond, you ready, Rita? You ready, Natasha? You ready, Julie? And I forgot your name, Jennifer, right? Jessica, yes. If they still don't respond, here's what I say. You ready? I say, look, I know that I've been texting you. You're not responding. So it's either three things. Number one, you bought a house, which is fine. Just let me know. Number two, you don't like me anymore. Or number three, you're on the floor and I need to call 911. Just let me know which one it is. And they always LOL and they laugh to send the little emojis, the little heart emojis, and they think it's funny and they respond to that one. If they don't respond to that one, I'm kind of like, look, I'm done with you. I'm done playing. But it's all in the follow-up. So I follow up with all my open house people that come to the open house. And I actually got a call yesterday from this person, Mary Louise Nix. Here's it in my phone number. I put every open house person that comes, I put a little fire sign in their contact. Do not write that number down. Do not write that number down. No, that is my person that I get. No, Julie, don't you do it. Oh my God. Okay, I'm covering the number because I know Julie's good. Dadgummit. So I put the fire buyer sign emoji in my phone. So in my cell phone, under contacts, if I search the fire sign, these are all my buyers that I'm working with right now. Okay, you see that? All these people are buyers, fire buyers that I am working with. Once they have bought, I put a little green check mark. And if they're sellers that I'm working with, I put so create in your phone emojis for those kind of people. And here's why, is if you're just sitting at the doctor's office for 5 minutes, do not scroll on Netflix. Do not scroll on TikTok unless you're going to go to my TikTok and look at my account and then like and share everything because it's really funny. But just kidding. That was really nerdy. Or Instagram. Go on my Instagram and like and heart and my stuff. But do not do that, actually. Go to your phone and select one of these people, okay? Let's just select Courtney Causey. So I'm going to select someone, and I'm going to send them a little video. I'm going to send them a little text and say, hey, what's up? How's it been going? Go to those people. That's a really cool way to spend your time because that's where the money is at. It's in these people that you've spent your time to do the open house with. That's in the follow-up, right? So you want to be able to go through your phone really quickly, find those buyers, and then shoot them a text so that you can keep them updated. Are you messing with my screen? Okay. Oh my gosh, where are we? I don't even know. Okay, here we go. Prepare, plan for success. Location, time, traffic patterns, and local practices. We kind of talked about that. So you want to pick a really good location for the open house. You want to pick a really good time, right? So this person is waiting. I just admitted him. Destiny Paria, welcome Destiny to the class. So you would pick a good location, a good time, and look at traffic patterns, right? So want to make sure that, so for example, I did a really good open house with school traffic. So the school was letting out during the morning and then at night. So I did a coffee open house. Not super successful because I guess people just weren't wanting to have coffee that early. They were kind of rushing. But that was kind of a good idea because all the people were passing by the house anyway. So I just put my signs out. So at least they saw my signs. They saw my name. Hopefully one will call one day. Who knows? But excuse me. If you do that, you are going to have success to look at what times to do it, the location of the house, make sure it's kind of in a good location, and also your traffic patterns. And now my screen is frozen. Okay, door knocking. So right now, y'all, door knocking, just be kind of careful about it. With COVID, people are kind of weird about door knocking right now, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But just be careful and kind of knock on the door, stand back, give them some space. But I still think it is an important part, especially right in the neighborhood, just to say, hey, I have a new listing in the neighborhood. I'm about to have an open house. Would love for you guys to come over and hang out. And just get your name out there, put a little postcard, tie it to the door, something really easy to do. Have y'all seen any success with open houses, Rita?
I've done one recently, nobody came.
Nobody came?
Yeah.
What about you, Natasha?
I only started in during COVID,
Mm.
and so all of my open houses have been COVID.
Okay. Yeah. So right now, everyone's saying that it is kind of a weird time, but people are sick and tired. There is nothing else to do. There's no movies. There's no amusement parks. So have an open house because people just want to do something. People just want to get out of the house. I need to get out of the house. Please have an open house and invite me. Okay. So you are going to want to build rapport with people. You're going to greet everyone that walks in. You're going to smile and you're going to have energy. That first 30 to 60 seconds is super important, y'all, because you are interviewing for a future job, either for a buyer or for a seller. So you really want to be excited. You really want to be pumped up, fired up, because you want to be able to have some energy and be like, hey, I want to work with that person. I would say like 80 to 90% of it is just your personality and just being fun and nice and friendly and knowledgeable. To be honest, because that's who you don't want to work with a grouchy, I almost said a bad word, a grouchy booty person. Can I say booty? Grouchy. I'm going to get in trouble either way. This is going to get deleted, so whatever. So you don't want to work with someone that's grouchy and mean and not friendly, right? So I went to go buy a car the other day. I go to buy my car, and the salesperson was not nice. He was not nice. I absolutely did not buy the car that day. I was going to buy the car the day. I went back the next day and selected a different person because he was not nice. Like, I wanted the car. I knew what kind I wanted. It was going to be an easy write-up. It's like, so that's kind of, honestly, think about that, y'all. Like, as a non-real estate agent, you want to work with someone that's nice, that's fun, that's friendly. So just have some energy, smile a lot. It's kind of awkward. Like right now, I don't want to smile. I just had Botox and my face really hurts, but I'm still smiling. I'm getting through it for you, people, for you. So really, you want to smile, you want to be friendly, you want to be happy, you want to show some energy, and that people are going to work with you. It's really that easy. I'm not even joking. And you have to have a little bit of knowledge. So get some knowledge about the market, be smart about it, and you're going to be good to go. Qualify the leads. So ask a couple of questions. What do you guys think would be a good question to ask someone that walks in the door? Unmute yourselves, people. Unmute yourselves. Let's have some classroom participation. What do you guys think would be some questions that you can ask when someone walks in the door, or what would be like a cool greeting right when someone, Julie, you start. What would be something fun to say when someone walks in the door?
Oh, goodness. How long have you been looking?
Good question. Good question. How long have you been looking? Because that's going to tell you a couple of things. If they say, oh, we just started, you know, you're starting with a newbie and you're probably not as likely to be working with an agent. So that's actually a really, really good one. What about you, Jessica?
I would probably ask them, when are they planning on like buying? Is it like
Yes.
now, in the near future, or 3 months from now? Are you just looking, or stuff like that?
That's very good. So to play off of what Julie said, how long have you been looking, right? And then your question right after that, like, hey, when do you plan on buying? Because you want to be able to categorize these people as an A, B, or C buyer. So A would be, we're looking in the next 30 to 60 days. A B would be, 90 days to 6 months. And a C would be, up to a year away, right? And categorize those people, right, in your phone. So put the fire buyer, and then in the company part, I would put like A, B, or C. It's kind of how I do it. And the cool thing about that, y'all, is you can turn a C buyer into an A very quickly. If you keep following up this kind of people, a lot of times, if you can keep pushing and finding out, hey, what are your, like, okay, like Jessica just said, if you come in and you say, hey, why are you looking in the next 30 to 60 days? Like, what is that for you? Well, my kid's going to go into school, whatever. You can actually ask some probing questions and find out, actually, they are looking in the next 30 to 60 days. Like they're a buyer now. And so you can kind of put some pain and pressure into those questions when you ask them that will actually move them up a little bit faster in the process. So those are really good questions. Pam, do you have a good question that you would ask when they walk in?
Well, one thing I was thinking of is just one is that, you know, how did you hear about this open house? I want to know what's
Good.
happening, right?
Exactly.
So, is
That's
it
a really good
signs?
point.
Was it my Facebook post? Was it, you know, whatever?
Yes, very good point. So you want to find out, and to Pam's point is if everyone comes in and say, hey, we found out through Instagram, well, you better start promoting on Instagram a lot more, right? Or if you put an ad in the paper and no one saw the ad and everyone saw it on Facebook, don't you be spending your money on ads in the paper, right? So I would do that in general, but whatever. What about Natasha? What would you think would be a good question, a probing question to ask someone that walks in open house? What would be a good question to ask to find out, like, okay. Are you pre-approved? That is an excellent question. So if they're not pre-approved, then again, you're going to be able to work with them and say, hey, I have some really good mortgage lenders. Always give them about 3 mortgage lenders. That way you're not trying to push the same person every time. And say, hey, I have 3 numbers. I'm going to text you. What is your phone number? I'm going to text you some mortgage lenders. Never, ever, ever. I'm going to say this and I'm going to get in trouble, but I'm already in trouble. Do not give them your phone number. Do not do it. Get their phone number. Absolutely 100% do not carry business cards. Do not do it. Because if you I have never in my life ever had a call from a business card. Not one time. And you might have it. Get their freaking phone number. Write this down. That's the most important thing I'm going to say today. Do not ever give them your phone number. Be like, hey, do not print out flyers for the open house either. Put it on your phone and be like, hey, I have a flyer for the open house. I'd love to get your number. I'll send it to you. Or I have other houses like this. I'd love to get your number. I'll send it to you. Never, ever, ever give them your phone number. They will not call you. I'm just telling you from experience, 3 years, I'm a brand new baby agent like you guys. I have never, ever had success doing that. But I have had extreme success in getting their phone numbers and be like, look, I'm not going to spam you. I promise you I'm not going to spam you, but I want to send you some really pertinent information. Like, just like Natasha just said, are you pre-approved? No, I'm not pre-approved. Okay, well, I have some really awesome lenders that I would like to share with you. I have about 3 that I work with. They're the best on the North Shore. Let me send you these numbers. And so I like to use Jordan Gerard with North Shore Mortgage. I like to use Brian Chamberlain. I like to use Jessica Knight. So send them their numbers, create the contact, right? Number 2 tip is, and write this down, or actually don't write it down, just do it. This is actually not part of the program at all. So do you see, if you have an iPhone, do you see at the top, it says Daniel Munn in your own contact? Do y'all have iPhones?
Yes.
At the very top, you have your name under my card, right? So click that. This is my information. It's got my picture. It's got my name, and I put under there Keller Williams Realtor. You see that? I have my number, my work number, my email address, the address to the building. I have my personal address. I do not send them my personal address. Send them the address to this building here, right? And then put your birthday, because sometimes you get birthday texts, and I love birthday texts. I don't know why. But anyway, so what I do is right now, I'll show you how to do it, is you just press share contact, okay? And then press messages. And Jenna, what is your phone number?
619.
619 587
4556.
4556. Okay, you see that right there? Okay, so I'm just gonna send my contact to Jenna. Now I have their contact. Dog, can you believe it? So now I have their contact, and I actually already had you. I've just never texted you before. But now I have Jenna, and I'm gonna do it right now. Watch this. Look, check. You ready? Check it out. Jenna, oh my gosh, I had so much fun with you at the open house. I love you so much. You're the most wonderful person in the world. I thank you for coming and taking the time out of your busy day to come out. I would love to work with you as your buyer's agent. I'm going to help you get pre-approved. I'm going to help you find the perfect dream home. Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, that was super corny and cheesy. I'm gonna do it better, whatever. You can have different choices, but press your little send button. So now they have my contact and a video, and they're gonna remember. They are going to remember that, people. I promise you, they will remember you. And guess what? Here's the thing: is that's kind of crazy. It's kind of weird. It's kind of different. If they think I'm weird, I don't want to work with you. I don't want to work with you. I want to work with people that love me, just like Jenna does. I'm gonna make her say that she loves me because I'm gonna force her into it.
I do.
Oh, she does. She says she does. Just like Julie loves me too. I know you do, and so does
I
Jessica.
do with all
Y'all
of
are
my
so
heart.
beautiful. Oh my God, it just makes me cry. So you really want to work with people who like you. You don't want to work with people who don't like you. So I am not, honestly, my demographic is not the 85-year-old woman who is watching cat videos all day. I can't relate to that, right? So I am actually, although I do like cat videos, I'm just gonna be honest. But no, I cannot relate to that kind of person. That's not my demographic. My demographic is a younger person. So if you don't appreciate the way that I just did this by texting and sending emails and videos, and if you don't want to work with me, I'm good with that. That's going to eliminate a problem 2 months down the road that I come like, hey, we just don't bond together as a client-agent relationship, right? Go work with Rita, go work with Julie. I will send you the referral fee, whatever. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. But find that out now so that you can actually be able to work with people that you want to work with. You can select those people, y'all. Like you can select people that you want to work with, and they're going to like you no matter what. So you might as well start early. Okay. Where were we? We're back to the thing. Prospect, capture the lead. Okay. So just what we already talked about, we kind of covered it. Look at your screen here. You're going to put those in your phone. You're going to write their number down. Are you currently working with a real estate agent? By the way, I did not get with Rita. What is a good qualifying question to ask someone that walks in the front door of an open house?
Well, just like in a pattern when everyone's saying, I would ask, do you, or are you going to sell before you buy?
Okay, that's a really, really, really good one. Oh my God. A+, 5 stars for Rita in the back over here. She just said, are you looking to sell or are you looking to buy? And if you're looking to buy, you also might be having to sell a house with that, right? So another thing is, other people are living in apartments or leasing. So if they say that they're leasing, hey, how long is your lease for? Oh, well, my lease is up in 6 months. That is a B or a C buyer, people. That is a B or C buyer. If they say my lease is up in a year, that is definitely a C buyer, maybe a D buyer, okay? But unless they can break out of it, if they like find the perfect house. So make sure, like if they're leasing currently, I love leasing people because it's a lot easier. You don't have to sell to get out of it. They're not going to do a predicated offer, right? Or a contingent offer. So actually a person that's leasing is really good, and make sure that they're pre-approved, make sure they're pre-qualified. And if they're a leaser, go after it. Like be like, hey, let's start the thing now. Because a lot of times they're living in a small little apartment, and tell them this. You ready for this? Here's another little tip. How much are you paying in rent per month? Ask that question and be knowledgeable about the market right now. So go to a couple lenders and say, okay, lender A, for a $200,000 house for a 30-year term with a, let's just do an average 700 credit score, 680 credit score. How much is that per month with no money down or 20% down? So I just did one the other day. I did a VA loan. The property was $160,000 and they're paying like 600 bucks a month. That's ridiculous, right? So I'm telling that story all the time. Personally, I'm not gonna tell you how much my house is, but personally, I pay $1,300 a month. I was living in an apartment paying $1,500 a month for a single 1-bedroom apartment in Springs at River Chase, right by Sam's Club. That's ridiculous. I was paying $1,500 a month. Now I live in a $300,000, damn it. I live in a nice house in Madisonville. It's $300,000 for less. That's ridiculous. I live at 600 Pine Grove Loop in Pine Creek subdivision. Come over to my house anytime, whenever I have free drinks and stuff. But anyway, I live in a 4-bedroom, $300,000 house for less than I was paying in rent, y'all. That is a story that we need to be telling people, and be knowledgeable about your market, right? So be friendly, be fun, and be knowledgeable. And if you can talk about that success, be like, hey, you're paying $1,500 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment. I can get you in a $300,000 house in Madisonville, brand new, for less than that. You're actually be saving money. They are going to love you. they're gonna love you as much as Julie loves me. Okay. So shout out to my girl Julie. All right, so capturing the lead. So you're gonna want to capture that lead and put them into your phone, number one, and number two is command. So you're definitely gonna want to get those people into your phone book, into command. Again, do not give anything, get their information. That is your number one thing. And then follow up, that's the second thing. And again, I struggle with follow up. It's definitely an issue for me. But the thing that helps me is my little trick with the fire buyer thing and then the house for the sellers is when I'm just bored and I want to talk to somebody because I don't like to talk to people. You just go on your phone and click do the little search. I think I did it earlier, but do the little search and press your little fire sign, right? And that's going to bring up all those people right there. Boom, instantly, and just shoot someone a text. So I texted Courtney Causey and she said, "Hey, how's dad life?" Okay, I just had a baby. I have a 3-week-old baby, so I'm not getting any sleep. And I have had 10 cups of coffee. That's why I'm crazy today. So that's my excuse. But so that's a conversation that I'm gonna say, "Hey, dad's life is awesome. It's so much fun." She wants to sell her house and buy another one, right? It's just a way to keep communicating with people. Don't be super salesy. Don't always ask about real estate. Go and do some research. Go on Facebook and type in Courtney's name and say, "Hey, Courtney, how's it going? I saw that really cute post that you posted on Facebook about your puppy dog chewing the sofa. That was hilarious. How's the dog doing now? Has it stopped chewing?" Be personal, like do some research. People love to think that they're famous. So go on Facebook and say, "I saw what you posted on Facebook the other day." I'm telling you, people get a high off of that. Just like we talked about what Julie was drinking earlier, you can get a high off of that, or you can get a high off of being told that you're famous on Facebook, okay? For the reference in the back, hey, Brent Cordell. Oh my God, Brent Cordell is right outside the door. And he's making me super nervous because he's the guy that got me into real estate. And so I just start sweating. I have really bad sweat problems.
Daniel.
And so my glands are just pouring out.
Hey.
No, I'm so glad y'all can't smell this. Oh my God, I forgot to put on deodorant, but whatever. Okay.
Daniel,
So,
I have a question.
Who has a question? Tell me your name.
Pam,
my girl, my homie. What you got a question for?
Hey, so not to go backward in this class, but I do want to say something that I learned the hard way, unfortunately.
Tell me.
That is whether you're at an open house or not. But of course, if you're having an open house, you're going to be asking questions, right?
Right.
Always ask if they're working with a realtor.
Very good point.
Oh my gosh, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Pause that for a second. Natasha says the opposite. Tell me why you say that.
Because when they come into an open house, if you ask them if they're working with a realtor, even if they're not, they make up that they are.
Okay, so she said that even if they're not, they make up that they are. So Pam, go back. That's good. Pam, go back to your point. Why do you think that's important, Pam?
Because even though I wasn't at an open house, but I was prospecting through my sphere of influence.
Okay.
And sending people text messages and connecting with my people, friends, family, and so forth.
Right.
A friend of mine wasn't a very close friend, but she was still a good friend. And I told her that I was trying to, work my business and that I would appreciate any help she can give, whether that be a referral or if she's looking to buy or sell, blah, blah, blah. Well, she texted me back. She said, "Well, we're not right now, but actually after the first of the year," and this was last November, after the first of the year, we probably will. We're looking for something that's no more than 1.2.
Million?
Like, yes, hallelujah, I'm there, right? I love this girl. We've always been good friends. She's a sweet girl.
Pam, this is a long story. Let's make it a short story. Give me the spotlight version.
I am, but she's a real sweet girl. Anyway, so I'm keeping in contact with her. I'm sending her some houses and stuff. And then she went to some open houses and I texted her again. And it so happened I texted her like Monday and she went to open houses over the weekend, found the house of her dreams, and they put an offer in. And I said, "Oh, Well, it turns out they've been working with a realtor for 2 years.
Wow. Okay, so two things with that is a lot of times people get a buyer agency agreement. I will show one day of free houses. Me personally, I will go and show you houses one day, like 3 or 4, maybe 5 max for free. Okay. And because the reason why I do that, and a lot of people do it like on the very first meeting, but I will do it one day for free because I want to see if I'm going to be able to get along with you. So if we're bonding, like, again, I'm crazy, I'm kind of wild, I'm kind of weird, I'm definitely nerdy. If we are bonding, if we're getting along, if they think my jokes are funny, you have to laugh at my jokes. If you don't laugh at my jokes, then I'm not going to be your client or you're not going to be your agent. That's a requirement, people.
Yes.
But it really is. If we bond together, I want to work with you. The second time that they ask to go see houses, I'm going to get them to sign a buyer agency agreement, or even just a customer information form. Then, Pam, I will have that piece of paper. And if they say, hey, I went and bought a house, be like, hey guys, remember that buyer agency agreement you signed? Like, we have to do that deal together because you signed it. I have never had anyone say, no, I'm going to refuse to sign it. And if they do, people, if they refuse to sign it, you do not want to work with them. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
If they don't want to sign a paper that say, hey, I want to work with you as my agent, you don't want to work with them because they are going to screw you over in the end. I'm not joking. This has happened many, many times. Just like what Pam said, you're going to send them properties, you're going to go show them properties, and they're going to go pick up any Dick, Sally, or Harry who is out there and say, oh, I'm going to buy a house with you. I'm telling you, protect yourself. Do not continue to show properties without a signed buyer agreement. Very good point, Pam. Very good point. And so that's a good thing, is what Natasha's saying is ask them if they have an agent. And then as a joke, I always say, do you like your agent? Okay, because sometimes they'll say, oh, I have an agent. Well, what's your agent's name? Well, if they can't think of the agent's name, that's not a good sign. And so that means if they can't think of the agent's name, or if they, I always say, like, do you have an agent? Because they lie, just like Natasha said, they'll lie and say, oh, I have an agent. Then say, what's your agent's name? If they can't think of the name, be like, that is your opportunity to be a kick butt salesperson right there. You are going to be so much fun. You're going to be so excited. You're going to be so knowledgeable because you are going to have that opportunity to take that person to the next level. And if they like you better than the boring agent that they're working with now, let me say this because I'm going to get in trouble for this. If they have a signed buyer agency agreement, done, cut off, like still walk around the house and everything, but do not try to go around that. If they have a signed buyer agency agreement, even if they say, oh, you're my best friend, because what happened to me was I was working with somebody and they had a signed buyer agency agreement that I didn't know about, and they took my commission because they had it signed. So don't even play. If they have a signed buyer agency agreement with someone else, don't play. Walk around the house, show them the house, be really awesome, but do not mess with that.
So what if,
Rita has a question. I'll tell you. What is it, Rita?
so what happens when you're working with an agent and you know buyers are liars and they sign something with them? How do you handle that?
So if they have signed something with you and they've also signed something with another agent, then that is not something that you want to play with. Like, that is not cool that they're going around signing anything with anyone else. So you could also ask, hey, I'm going to ask you to sign this thing. Have you by any chance signed anything with any other realtor? Has you been that's when you say, have you been working with another real estate agent? If they say yes, have you signed a buyer agency agreement yet? Like, you want to kind of get some of these questions drilled down so that you know if you even have an opening to get in with this. If they have worked with an agent and it's been 2 years and they showed them one property, be like, hey, look, I would love to show you guys property. However, I'm going to ask prior to that for you to sign this document here. And be like, it's really simple. It's real easy. I want you to look it over. But I'm telling you, protect yourself because they will go and they'll go to this is another one. I've been working with this buyer. They went to DSLD and bought a house. And DSLD was like, oh, well, I didn't know that you were their agent. If I would have had that thing signed, they would not have been able to argue with me and I would have got $5,000 for doing literally nothing, right? So that's another thing. Back to Rhonda and Milnisha. I wanted to ask you guys, because I haven't talked to you guys yet, so unmute yourselves. What would be a question that you would ask, Milnisha, you go first. What would be a question that you would ask someone that's walking into an open house? What would be a probing question to get their attention right when they're walking in?
I was thinking more like if we asked them what they were looking for in a home. So,
Very good question. Extremely good question. So that's a very good thing to ask. What are you looking for in a home? And also, what areas have you been looking in? Because when they're looking at a house, if it's 3 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms house that you're showing, you're going to want to find out, okay, I can show you other ones like this, right, Milnisha? So you're saying, hey, if you don't love this house, hey, if you don't like this house, I can show you others that are like it. What is your phone number? Here's a couple other ones that I have for you. And go on your KW app, go on realtor.com and send them other houses that are similar to it. Do a quick search, right? And that's another value proposition that you're going to be providing them with value, right? So instead of just texting them everything all about you, like, hey, let me share some lenders with you. Let me share some other houses that are kind of like that. Rhonda, what would be a good question that you would ask?
I would probably dive into, after some of these other questions, what is the makeup of the family? Is it 3 kids,
Beautiful.
2 kids, that kind of thing.
Because what is that going to tell you?
That's going to tell me what they're looking for. So I'll be like, so you're looking
Exactly.
for a
And that's gonna tell you
4-bedroom or something
how
like
many-
that.
Exactly. So that's going to tell you how many bedrooms. If they have a dog, they're going to need a fence. Those type of questions are really, really, really going to help get to find out what is their reason for wanting to buy and what are some of the things that they're going to be doing with that house and what areas, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, does every bedroom need to have a bathroom? So very good question. That is awesome. I love it. Okay. So on this page here, we're going to park on the street. You're going to meet the neighbors. You're not going to turn your back on a prospect. You're going to establish an escape route. So I did want to tell you guys, everybody, this is very important. When you go into an open house, especially as a woman, but even as a man, go and find your exit points. So always unlock doors, the back and the front door, and maybe even a window or two, and find out exit point. When you are walking into an open house, never walk in front of the person. Okay. So if you're showing a client in, be like, hey, let me show you where the bathroom is, and then point that way and let them walk in front of you, right? So you're always behind them. If you are going to show them, hey, Stacey Ray, Stacey, I need your help. Okay, this is Stacey Ray, people. She is the most wonderful person in the whole world.
No.
Yeah, and she gives the best hugs.
I do.
Okay, I need a hug real
I
quick.
can't lie about that part.
Hey, buddy. Oh my God. Okay, Stacey Ray, you're gonna help me. Okay.
Okay.
So we're at open house.
All right.
And I'm gonna show you the bathroom. Okay, so the bathroom's right this way. All
right.
So you're gonna walk. Stacey is the prospective client. So Stacey, go look at the bathroom over here. I'm walking behind Stacey Ray, right? Okay. So in the reverse world, let's say that Stacey Ray, you tell me like, hey, we're going to the bathroom. Stacey Ray. Okay, so I'm walking in. I'm like, Stacey, let me look at this little thing over here. I'm dead, people. I am dead at that point. Okay, if you didn't have your screens on, that really hurt, and I just busted my knee. Why did you hit me real hard? What the hell?
I love you.
Go away.
You might be dead, but I'm always carrying out open house.
Look, I have an injury now. So anyway, always walk behind that person because they can attack you. And like, that was funny. That was a joke. I actually didn't get injured. I just faked an injury, but whatever. This is not a joke. We had a Keller Williams agent get killed in Virginia. She was murdered at an open house. So that's not to scare you, but the easy thing is, y'all, make sure to walk behind the people because they will jump you, they'll attack you, whatever, especially if you're by yourself. There's another little secret from my phone here. Courtney calls, she's blowing my phone up, y'all. I hope she's ready to list herself. Okay, so another thing that you can do, oh, this is my little baby. This is my little baby. Look at that little baby. Oh my God.
How cute.
He's a cute little baby. Okay, so here's what the secret is. Thank you so much. I think so too. So you hold your phone like this and it will call 911. Okay. So if you hold on an iPhone, if you hold the power button and the volume up button, it will call 911. So have your phone on you at all times. Tell your friends, tell your family where you are. And if someone is making you feel very uncomfortable, it's really this easy. You just press and it will call 911. Okay, automatically. That's a little tip for you. But always have someone to know where you are and let you know when you'll be done, to call and text you throughout if you're by yourself. We're on the North Shore. It's not super dangerous on the North Shore. We don't have a lot of crime, but things happen. And so just protect yourself. Make sure to charge your cell phone. Okay, I went a little long on that side. So let's see. Okay, during your open house, offer a gift, offer something in exchange. So here's my little thing is I always have an open house bucket. I have a thing of Tupperware. I have a box of waters. I have a bag of chips. So I have little individual bags of Doritos and the Frito-Lays and everything. I have some little pens. I have a roll of toilet paper. I have a roll of paper towels and a little soap thing, okay? The roll of toilet paper is because if you're in a house that's empty, you're gonna need it, people. I have been there, and you don't want to do that, okay? So you want to have a little kit ready so that if you can have an open house literally any day, anytime, whenever you want. I also want to tell you that if you don't have any listings right now, call me, call another fellow agent and say, hey, can I hold your house open? Especially if it's vacant, all day, any day, they will say, yes, do it. So I used to literally just if I had a couple hours that I was off, I would just pull up to my house and do a Facebook Live and put my sign out front and say, hey, open house today, right now. And I have an open house in a tub. So I have free gifts. I have water, food, and water, food, and toilet paper. That's all you're gonna need, people. And you can sell the toilet paper now because it's being rationed. So it's interesting. That could be your giveaway. Would be like rolls of toilet paper. Make sure that the house is in showing shape and go live. Do a little Facebook thing to promote it. Best practices, hosting open house. Do welcome every visitor at the front door. Get the house in showing shape and think safety first. We already talked about that. Don't leave any valuables exposed. Don't have messy meals or snacks, and don't make assumptions. What does that mean? Don't make assumptions. They didn't explain that, but whatever. Don't assume, because you know what that means. I'm not going to say it because it's a joke. Okay. Best practices. Here are some things on your kit that you would need. We already talked about that. Disinfecting wipes, toilet paper, paper towels, pens, air freshener, tissues, trash bag, measuring tapes, and extra business cards. We are talking about business cards. I am not a big fan of business cards because I don't feel like that gives you their information, but to each their own. Follow up. It's all in the follow up, ladies and gentlemen. You always follow up with your people. Okay, recap and create your success list. So oh God, okay. Did I finish? We finished in an hour. We finished in an hour. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, let's go do an open house together. Okay, so goals, 10 contacts a day, 10 contacts added, 10 conversations a day, 10 handwritten notes, and 10 home previews per week. So right now, y'all, some of my tips that I would say is study the market, know what's happening, know what houses are selling and what subdivisions, and use that as your value added proposition so that when people are asking you some questions about the markets, they're always going to ask, how's the market right now? You're going to be like super knowledgeable and able to tell people exactly what to do. Okay, so we have a script practice. We have 30 minutes of script practice. And so do not call anyone on the do not call list. So if y'all want to script, do it. I would highly recommend, honestly, my mode of communication is text messages and Facebook. So if you want to change it up a little bit, I would go on Facebook and pick 3 people that you know on Facebook and direct message them or text them. So right now, the Facebook algorithm is that if you're using direct messenger through Facebook, they are going to boost your posts. So if you go, thank you, Pam, for following me on Instagram. That was really nice. No one else followed me on Instagram? What the hell? It's Daniel.Mon. It's not that hard. Oh my God. So Pam followed me on Instagram. She's going to get all the amazing baby photos. She's going to see all the fun things. Y'all are missing out. Julie, Jessica, what the hell? Milnisha, Rhonda, you're not going to follow me on Instagram? You don't have Instagram?
Yo,
What?
I look forward to seeing his videos. They are so funny and just so upbeat. It just makes your day regardless. It does.
Thank you, Pam. You're wonderful. Use that as your inspiration to follow me. Rita follows me. I follow Rita Hudat on Instagram. Rita Hudat. So anyway, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, and pick 3 people, and then reach out to them. So let's do that right now. I'm just going to go to my Facebook because it does say we have time to do that. So whatever. So I'm going to go to Facebook. Okay. So this is my friend Ronnie and Kristen Marcotte. Look what they're doing. They're going to Florida. Okay. So I am literally going to go and say, hey, have fun in Florida. It's that easy. Like you're just talking to people. You're just creating a way to communicate with people. So Ron and Kristen Marcotte, is everyone doing it? Julie, stop. Jessica, go get your phone, girl.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
Okay. Oh, I see. You're on your computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on my phone, so I can't do it right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Y'all have fun in Florida. Okay. So that's super easy, y'all. Like just a little text. It's not creepy. It's fun. And everyone loves to think that they are famous and that their posts are getting traction. So you're actually going to be making these people feel really super important and really loved. So go on your Facebook, find a couple people, reach out to them. Look, they already responded. Look, they already responded. Emojis. So then just text them back, be like, where are y'all going? What's the travel plans? Like, and then let that lead to real estate. Let's not be honest. Let's not be like super salesy and super like every post, every text is about real estate. That's annoying. Okay. And I'll tell you why is because I experienced that when buying a car. So when buying a car, I went to the salesperson that was annoying and weird and I didn't want to buy the car with. And he just keeps texting me all the time about the car. I blocked his little booty. Okay. I blocked him
He was
because
jealous.
I don't
Daniel.
want to hear about the car all the time. What's that?
He was jealous. That's all.
He was so jealous. But the other point, y'all, is like, don't be that person that is always talking about real estate 24/7. Like ask about their personal lives. Like, how are you doing? How's everything going? Like do a care call, do a care text. Like, so I'm gonna ask Ron and Kristen, what are your travel plans? ? What part of Florida y'all headed to? And then use that, like be able to have conversations with people that are real, that are deep. And then eventually it will lead to real estate. But I would always ask something real estate, related eventually, because you don't want to just be texting back and forth about personal things, because this has happened to me too, y'all. Like ask for business. Ask for business. Do not just be all about personal. Do not just be always saying, hey, I'm just going to assume that y'all know I'm with Keller Williams. I wear my Keller Williams shirt all day, every day. Every shirt that I wear is not the same exact one because that's nasty. I wash my clothes, okay. Rita in the background making little jokes and comments, okay. Okay, whatever. So wear Keller Williams shirt, wear your little name badge, do something that people know that you're like, brand yourself so that people know that you are going to be serious about real estate. Okay. So that is something that's really easy that you should do for sure, so that people know that, hey, you're a real estate agent, you take this job seriously, and it's just a constant reminder, a constant, subtle reminder. Does that make sense, Jessica? So if you're making a post about me holding my baby, for example, if I'm holding my baby right here and there's a Keller Williams thing about it, that's subtle as hell. Okay. I never said I'm in real estate, but everyone gonna be liking and sharing and commenting on that post. And I'm gonna get free shares that I'm a Keller Williams real estate agent. Keller Williams is the #1 real estate brand. You have Remax and Ladder and Bloom and Gardner, but Keller Williams is a really recognizable brand. If you can align yourself with Keller Williams, they will know you're in real estate. And so that's really, and they also see your signs a lot. So if you're driving around, like Keller Williams on the North Shore owns a ton of signage. There's a lot of, like Brent Cordell, that red and white sign, right?
Where do you
Those
get the name
signs get a lot
badges?
of play, and people think, hey, you're with Keller Williams. Wow, you have a lot of listings. Don't correct them. Be like, oh yeah, Keller Williams, we're awesome, right? They think that all those Keller Williams signs are yours. Get it. All right. So don't lie and be like, yes, they're all mine, but be like, hey, yeah, Keller Williams, we are like killing it on the North Shore, right? So
Daniel,
get that.
where can we get the name badges?
Name badges can be found on the Keller Williams Red store. So if you go on Command and KW Connect, they have the Red store. And you can just get the name badges ordered on there. I would wear that all the time. As a boy, I don't like to wear name badges. I think it's kind of weird for like men because we have all this stuff. But I like to wear my Keller Williams shirt.
So we can get
these shirts are
there
also
too.
available on the. Say what?
We can get shirts on that site as well.
Keller Williams Red store. You can get shirts. Y'all.
I'm proof of that though, because even when I was working with
Tell me.
Verizon Wireless and on my lunch break, I would, forget to take my name tag off. I would just forget, and all the time, or even if I went to the grocery store after work or something, I would forget to take it off. People would stop me with questions all the time. So it works. It really does work.
That's very good point. So I went to the dry cleaner the other day to pick up my dry cleaning, and the lady was like, oh, you work for Keller Williams? I'm looking to buy a house. That is a lead that comes to you. It's like a gift from heaven above. It's like, oh, thank you, Jesus, for my little lead that I just got for wearing a freaking t-shirt. It's crazy. So, we're talking about open houses and everything. Like these are some really simple things that you can do, y'all. Like that are just they're gonna. Okay. So they said, this is funny. So I said, what part of Florida you headed to? They said the Keys. And then I said, which one? There are a few. And they said all of them. That's funny. That's cute. Okay. I thought that was funny. So anyway, that's going to be something that you can talk to about their vacations. People love to talk about themselves. This was an example today. Okay. I like to talk about myself. That's just people in general. Everyone in this world is selfish. As an example, when you take a group photo with 50 people and they say, how was the picture look? Who do you look at first? You look at your damn self, right? And then if you look good, then everyone else looks good. People are selfish. They want to know about themselves. So talk to them about themselves and then be like, so what are some of your real estate goals for 2020? Or let that lead into your conversation. Really cool, really naturally, really easy, and stuff like that. So another good one is like, what do you love about, hey, I'm looking in your area for some houses. What do you love about Madisonville? What do you love about Mandeville? Get them to talk about what they love. And if they say they don't love it, be like, I can help you get out of there, right? So those are always places that you can use to get in or out of conversations about real estate. Okay, so we have lead generation, calling with scripts, 1 hour, contact, updates, and follow-up 30 minutes. Oh, I thought we were supposed to do that now. That means at the open house. Oh. Sorry. You're supposed to do that now. Okay. Oh no, that is now. Okay, yeah. Okay, so always find a script partner to talk to about scripts and be like, hey, here's what we want to talk about today. They have a lot of really great scripts in the Ignite book and Bold that you can use to talk to people, and then find a script partner and kind of get comfortable talking about those scripts, and then make those scripts your own. Don't be super cheesy. Don't be, robotic. Make the scripts your own, have fun with it, and really kick butt with it too. Okay, so I pretty much think that we're done. So does anyone have any questions about open houses or about some of the things that I do on Facebook or Instagram, or just any questions in general?
Today is broker open house day.
Today is broker open house day. So today is Wednesday. So today they will have open houses. So if you go on the MLS and on Zillow, they will tell you what houses are open, and you can go and just walk into different houses and just find out what other agents are doing, talk with them, network with them. One of the things that I say about networking with other agents is I would rather network with non-agents all day, every day. It's fun to come to the market center. It's fun to do these classes. But when you're networking, network with non-agents, because agents aren't going to give you business. So when you're going to these things, like, don't spend super a lot of time at broker tours talking to those agents. Talk to them, be friendly with them, right? Be knowledgeable with them, because they can bring you business in the future. But talk to people, go to a B2B networking group, church, Bible study, soccer teams, all stuff like that's where you're going to get the business from. HOAs in your neighborhood. Don't spend so much time doing, agent stuff, because you're not going to get the business from the agents. So that's a good point. But
Spend about an hour and you can see the houses.
exactly. So Natasha just said she spends about an hour driving around, looking at the houses. She gets to see what's on the market. She gets to talk to the agents, be friendly with them, right? Because then eventually they might be one of the ones that are doing a contract with you. So you want to be friendly with them. You want to have that rapport built. You're going to know what's that, and you get free food. That's exciting. That's always fun. Has anyone ever been to an agent open house, a broker tour open house, Julie or Jessica?
Yes.
I have not.
It really would be a fun thing to do and a really smart thing to do, to actually go and kind of preview some houses and see exactly what you could do differently from them. If you walk in and it's boring, be like, I don't want my houses to be boring. I want to be fun and different. So I would recommend, and just like Natasha said, she gets to learn the market. She gets to see what houses are on the market for what price points. And that way, if she gets a listing in that area, you can do it. And a fun thing to do on broker tour is do a video. So go to a broker tour and be like, hey, I'm at this amazing property right now, and show it. A lot of times, y'all, this little secret, people think that is your listing. You never said that was your listing. You never marketed it as your listing, but people think, they're like, man, you are really killing it in real estate. Kristen Simpson mentioned that yesterday. She did a video for a friend in a $1.3 million house. And, or no, that was Keith. But anyway, so she did a video for a friend in a really nice house. And people thought that was her listing. Like, you are killing it right now in real estate. Perception is reality. Fake it until you make it. So if you go and you find some really beautiful houses, go and show that pool. Take pictures of you next to the pool and talk about pools. Go find a really cool kitchen. Take a picture of the kitchen. Take a picture of you next to the kitchen. Be like, what do y'all think about this kitchen? Always drive engagement on Facebook and Instagram. Drive engagement. Ask questions. Do not just post a picture and say, check out this pool. Loser. Post a picture of the pool. Dude, do y'all like this pool? Like, do you want a pool in your dream home? If someone is going to comment on that picture and talk about pools as your dream home, that is a total, and be like, hey, direct message that person and be like, hey, let's talk about pools. Like, I can find you a house with a pool, right? So right now is COVID. Everyone is stuck at home. They want to upgrade on their house. They're getting tired of where they're living. Talk about like some upgrades in their houses. Like, this is really cool. Like, yeah, I can get you out of your house and into this awesome house, right? So use those to your advantage.
One other thing that I do when I hold an open house.
we have another question. Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. From you, I'm just telling that, I'm gonna answer a question. I will let you know what you said. What now?
This isn't a question. I'm just tell you, when I hold an open house, I bring my tablet with me and play background music.
Okay.
I play like dinner music or something, because I can't stand being in an empty house that's quiet.
So when Natasha holds open houses, she brings a tablet to play background music. And that's a really smart thing to do, yeah. She said because she doesn't like to be in an open house that's really quiet. Another good idea is bring some little candles or some little Glade plugins. I cannot tell you how many houses I've shown that when you walk in, there's music playing, there's a really beautiful scent to it. It makes you kind of like relax, unwind, and you get a different feeling about the house. I showed the perfect house to these clients. The perfect house. We walked in, it smelled like, I can't say the word, cat litter. It was terrible. The house smelled awful, and these people did not buy that house. Did not buy the house. I've showed another house that we walked in. It was Thanksgiving. I'll never forget. It was in Madisonville. We walked in. They had jazz music playing, and they had that pumpkin spice scent. Y'all, they almost put an offer in. A different client. They almost put the offer in on that house. Wasn't even a perfect house for them, but they loved the whole feeling of it. The house was staged correctly. It looked really pretty. And they were like, I really want to get this house. They didn't end up doing it because it was a trick, because it just smelled and looked nice. But that's the kind of impact that you can have on these houses. You can change the entire mood. So that's a good point. Play some background music and bring some Glade plugins that make it smell really nice right when you walk in. Set the mood, set the tone right away.
People love chocolate chip cookies. If you bake chocolate chip cookies, the smell will wander through the house, and everybody loves that.
Pam, that is a great point. You can make chocolate chip cookies. It'll smell like you're cooking, like you're baking in the house, and people will go crazy. And then they'll eat cookies and they'll be fat and happy and just fun. It's just more fun to eat candy, right? Rita, what are any open house tips that you'd like to share?
I mean, that's what I do.
Play music?
I play music, you know.
What kind of music do you play?
Depending on what area I'm at, like if I'm in the corner, then I'll play some Joanne Winston. It's like, you know, tropical, but if I'm in like.
So Rita's saying that she plays music also, tropical music. What kind of music do you play?
I usually pick the classical dinner music.
Classical dinner music is what Natasha plays on her phone. Jazz music. Okay, really cool. Julie, do you have any final thoughts on open houses? Have you ever done an open house, Julie?
I have, and the one thing that I would always recommend is bring air freshener, because I have had somebody come in and use the bathroom and leave a surprise. So put that in your arsenal, because there's nothing worse than having a follow-up to come behind that and turn everybody off.
Bring air freshener. That's a really good point. Jessica, have you done an open house, or have you ever been to any open houses?
I went to one last Sunday. I shadowed on one. It was pretty nice. I enjoyed it. Looking forward to
what were some things that you took away from that you would do differently?
We only had one show up, but we greeted her at the door. We didn't like hound her and follow her around. We just gave her the opportunity to look around and ask if she had any questions when she finished. And, you know, it was pretty good. So
y'all, this is really important. She had one person show up. That is not a failure. A failure is 0 people showing up. And if you have 0 people show up, but you make posts about it, then you're still a winner, right? So at least make some posts, at least drive some engagement. If you get no likes and you get no posts and you have no people show up, that's a failure open house. She had one person show up to an open house. That is a success, because it only takes one person to be that $3 million buyer, like Natasha said. So if you have one person show up, you make that person feel like $1 million. You make that person feel really warm, invited, engaged. You know, it only takes one. And so you could have 50 people show up and not make any connections and not make any people like you. And that's a failure too. So it's the same thing. Milnisha, I'm going to you next. Have you ever been to any open houses?
I have not been to any open houses, and I have never done an open house.
Okay. Do you think after today, Milnisha, that you'll do one? You'll try one?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I know you have some background stuff in the background, but shoot me a text or call me. I will definitely be willing to help you guys. If you reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram, direct message me. I would definitely be willing to help y'all. I have extra signage. I have some extra little tips. So what about you, Pam? I know you've been doing it for a while. What are some of your open houses do's and don'ts?
Well, number one, definitely go door knocking. That's important. And
When you say go door knocking, how many days before the open house would you do that?
I would say around 3
Okay.
or 2. And
Okay.
definitely make sure you have lots of signs leading from main highways.
Very good point. A lot of directionals. And y'all, to that point, there are people in the office that have directional signs that they will share with you. So don't think that you have to spend a lot of money on this. People will share. I will share. One of my biggest, honestly, y'all, like one of my biggest annoyances is the signing process. Like I just don't like putting out signs, especially in the heat in the summer. Again, I told you about my sweating problems. I sweat real bad. And so there's a problem. I'm medicated for it, so whatever. And so I'm just kidding. I'm not medicated for it, but I should be. So I have a lot of problems with sweating. So I don't like to put signs out, but they are extremely important. Just like Pam said, put them from the major highway into the house, lead in that direction. You will have a couple of people that just randomly turn in. And those times, if they are looking, this is very important. If someone is going to break the barrier to come to an open house, that means they're looking or they're about to look. Okay. Just think about going to car shop. You don't go car shopping on the weekends. You don't take time out of your busy schedule, drive to the car lot, park your car, get out, look at the windows, kick the tires, unless you're thinking about buying a car, or you might buy a car, or you love buying cars, right? If someone is going to break that barrier to, it's awkward. It is awkward to just go into a house that you don't never been before and you don't know who's in there, right? If they're going to do that, they're pretty much interested in buying a house, or they're going to buy a house, or they might be selling a house, right? So think about that when you're doing it. Like if they're coming to break that barrier, you might get a lead. So if you have good directional signs, if you have good Facebook posts, you're probably going to capture that person. Pam, what was your other thing? I know I cut you off for a second.
No, that was it. I mean, I also did partnered with a title company, of course, and a mortgage company. And so one of them brought food and the other one was bringing a gift card. And so for that, what is it, sign-in sheet, Daniel, that you were talking about? I
Yeah.
did a sign-in sheet, but what I did was I cut them into small pieces. So for them, they had to put their name and phone number and preferably email address to be able to win that gift card if we picked their name. So that's what we did. We had a gift card, a fun giveaway. So that way they would leave their name and number. So that's all.
So on your screen right now is the capture the lead that Pam was talking about. Name, address, and phone number. Are you currently working with a real estate agent to find your next home? Okay. So on this sheet here, y'all, if you provide a gift, that is a perfect way to provide value. So that's what I was talking about when you're trying to provide value with capturing their information. If you're providing a gift to say, hey, I have a $25 gift card, you could win it. I need your email and your phone number to see if you won. People will be more readily apt to give their information if you do that. Pam's point, partner with a title company, partner with a mortgage lender, and you get that gift for free. They have tons of marketing dollars. Do not be afraid to reach out to them. I would not waste their time every single time though. If you're not going to really do a really good job in promoting it, don't waste their time and have no people show up. That's not cool. But use that to your advantage. So if you have a really cool lender and a really cool mortgage lender, and a really good title company that you use, I really like Fleur de Lis Title and Allegiance Title are my two go-to. So Jared Miguez and Vaughn Williams, Jared at Fleur de Lis and Vaughn Williams at Allegiance. They have really good marketing budgets. They will be always available to help sponsor open houses. So call them and text them, say, hey, I'd really like to host an open house, and use their social media. So when you post, tag them in the post, because that's going to reach more people than just if it's your people. So you're reaching new people to know that you're an agent, and it's going to get more views and it's going to get more likes and more comments. So that's a good tip, is to find some of the lenders that are really good on social media. Jennifer Lavecchia with NOLA Lending is another one that's really good on social media. And get them, partner with them so that you can get more views and capture more data. Every single person, y'all, this is very important. You ready? Write this down. On social media, every single comment that anyone comments underneath your post, you will like that comment and you will comment back. So do not let someone comment and ghost them. Facebook wants to see engagement. Okay. So literally, even if you all saw my post on the Keller Williams Facebook page, okay, this post that I did, even on that post, I commented back on every person that commented. Okay. That drives engagement with Facebook and Instagram. So even if you make a silly little post, hey, Stephanie Kippies, if you make a post, comment and also direct message. So if you guys are having a really great conversation, go over to Facebook Messenger, and that is going to help Facebook know, hey, I am an Instagram, I'm a Facebook social media pro. And they are going to want to naturally boost your posts, because Facebook is all about engagement. They're all about the algorithm. They're all about getting and driving people to Facebook and keeping them within Facebook. So they really want you to not text them. They want you to message them. So what I just did is kind of a bad example of when I texted Kristen and Ron Marcotte about their trip to Florida. If I would have direct messaged them, Facebook would have loved me for that, right? That's what they want. They want you to stay on their platforms. So the more that you drive engagement, the more that you communicate with other people with Facebook, the more that Facebook will naturally boost your posts and you will reach more people. So that's another little tip outside of the open houses that for you, that every single person that likes or comments on your stuff, I would absolutely comment back every single one. And that's actually going to drive. So that's going to drive your, I'm trying to see what people have been posting on my wall. So this one, this is the video I posted. It has 2,000 views, right? And it has 100 comments, right? Do you realize that 50 of those comments are me? That's me commenting back to people who are trying to talk to me about things, right? So that actually helps my numbers go up on Facebook. Facebook wants to see that. They want to see a lot of comments, a lot of likes, and they want to naturally boost those kind of posts. So the more that you can drive that commenting back and forth, the better. So that's just a little bonus tip for you guys, is the more comments, the more likes, the more shares, the better. And you're going to really see your success on Facebook and Instagram grow. And again, if you want to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I will share some of my tips that I know, because a lot of people on the North Shore are not doing this. a
Hey
lot of
Daniel,
people-
can you share your Instagram name again?
Sure, it's Daniel.Munn, DANIEL.MUNN. And you could probably just look up Daniel Munn on Instagram and it'll pop up. But it's a picture of me in a red shirt. But a lot of people on the North Shore are not doing stuff like that. So this is my most recent post on Instagram, and it's just talking about me, you know, going to my newest listing. And then the next picture is a picture of the kid, right? So don't be super salesy. Don't be all about real estate, and don't be all personal either. People want to know what you do. People are interested in what you do. So have a really good mix of real estate and personal. I would say 80-20, 80% real estate, 80% personal, and 20% real estate. And you could do more. You could do 50-50 if some of those posts are subtle about real estate. So if you are in a Keller Williams shirt, if you were wearing a Keller Williams hat or your little name badge, like Pam said, then you can really get some success off of that. This is a video I did, like a little funny video that I did. And I'm wearing a Keller Williams shirt. Not one time in that video did I ever mention real estate. Not one time, but it's subtle. It's there the whole time. So that's just a little tip for you guys. If you want to do some more social media stuff, I would be willing to help you guys. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we got the Jeep Realtor, Jenna Joy, 19. Who's the Jeep Realtor? Oh, so we have someone right now who is the Jeep Realtor. That is like mind blown, super smart. You're wearing a Jeep hat right now. Like, think of how brilliant that is. Okay, she's the Jeep Realtor. That is what she's going to be known for. Jennifer Griffin, the biking realtor. Okay, that's what she's known for. Julie, Jessica, Milnisha, Pam, find your niche and exploit it. Rita is Rita Houdat on Instagram. So every time I think of Rita, I think of Houdat, Go Saints, Drew Brees, right? You want to be known. You want to have a little catch run. So mine is Lake Runner, Young King Kiri. Hey, Young King. I guess that's Milnisha probably. Jenna Joy, is that you? Yeah. So y'all, be different, be unique, find your niche and stick with it. So the Jeep Realtor, I love that. Julie, what could your niche be in real estate? What makes you different from everybody else?
That's a
Unmute
really good
yourself there.
question. I don't know, you know.
Why did you get into real estate, Julie? Why did you choose real estate?
You know, I worked in oil and gas for about 25 years, and I worked on a trade floor with a lot of vindictive and ugly people, and I wanted to do something to make things happy.
Okay, you wanted to make yourself happy and other people happy, right?
Right.
So there's a really cool thing. Like, you want people to smile when they think of you. You want people to be happy when they see your posts, right? So always be smiling in your posts. Always post positive, uplifting, joyful things. You can do motivational minutes, Monday morning motivational minutes, right? There are so many things that you could do, Julie, to make people smile. You've already been making me smile all day, so you're doing your job. That's your purpose, your goal in life. And so you should use that. You should use it to your advantage and be like, hey, I want to make other people happy and smile when they think of my name. That would be a really cool thing to go after. So I would start today and post something that's really inspirational. Do you have an Instagram, Julie?
I do not.
Okay, go create a freaking Instagram. No, I'm serious.
I know.
Go do it, and then follow me because I need more followers. Go on and create an Instagram and post motivational things. You are not going to get a lot of likes right away. It's not going to happen. But start now. Do not make one more excuse as to why you don't have an Instagram. That is ridiculous. This is the social media age. You need an Instagram, you need a Facebook, and you need a Facebook, professional Facebook page also. So you need to go on Facebook. Do you have Facebook, Julie?
I do.
Okay. Go add me as a friend on Facebook.
I just did. I did a bit ago.
So go on my Facebook, and rip off and duplicate my posts. Go and pick a really cool post and just do the exact same thing. A lot of times I've been doing is like asking people questions about what is their favorite kitchen. Take that, copy and paste it and post it on your Facebook page. You want to drive engagement. You want to get people to know you, right? So another thing I was going to tell you, Jessica, what do you think what makes you different in real estate?
I'm a nurse, and the reason I wanted to do real estate because I, take care. I'm a caring person, and I like to see people at a better state than what they are. So I went into real estate because I figured that, hey, I can. It's the same thing as I'm doing in nursing, helping patients, I can do in real estate as far as helping people find their dream homes, because a lot of people think that they can't own a home themselves.
Exactly.
And I want to be that person that, show them different. Hey, yeah, you can, So
I love that. I find a lot of people that are in apartments and leasing do not realize that they can buy a house.
Right.
Do you like that could be your niche, is like finding people that are in apartments and that are in leases and be like, hey, I can help you buy a house and save money. So that's a really good point, is people don't realize that they can own a home, and they've been stuck in the system thinking that I'm going to be leasing for the rest of my life. No, you're not going to lease. I'm going to help you. If you have a 580 credit score or above, or a 600 credit score or above, and you've been in the same job for 2 years, we could probably get you into a house. So I would actually go after those kind of people, Jessica, and I would say, listen, I would make some Facebook posts. I would make some Instagram posts around. Do you have Instagram?
I do.
Okay. So I would go on Instagram and make a post and say, do you guys know that home ownership right now is the best time to get in? The interest rates are crazy, ridiculously low. Let me get you out of your lease. Let me get you out of your apartment and into a home. And that would be a really easy post to make. And get with a lender, Jessica and Julie and Natasha. Find a lender.
I have one.
And say, hey, I want to do a video with you about home ownership. And go to an apartment complex and door knock, or make a little sign and say, I can get you into your dream home at a I guess you really can't say that, at a really low interest rate. Interest rates are crazy low right now. Let's take advantage of that, right? And go to apartment complex and just tie a little thing on the door and just see if people call you. There are so many things that you could do right now because these interest rates are really low, and that's a really good thing. I like the nursing real estate agent. Let me nurse your way to health. I don't know. But think about it that way. That is your niche. That is something that you can use to your advantage. And also, you are a nurse. So do you realize how many people you know in nursing? Doctors, nurses. Y'all are rich. Y'all got some money. Get those people. Go after those people. And try to be like, hey, I want to let y'all know that I'm in real estate now, and I have really discovered some amazing things about home ownership. Let me talk to you about it. Use those connections that you've made in the nursing field and the doctor industry, and you, Julie, with the oil and gas. Do you realize all the connections that you have in your phone? Make sure those people know that you're in real estate, and go after that.
Daniel, I have another thing too. What is so odd? I live in a subdivision, but right next door in walking distance is an apartment complex. So I think that is awesome. So I can go do some door knocking.
Get your booty over to that apartment building, and you go knock on some doors, and you go put your little flyer out there. I would absolutely say interest rates go get with a lender. This is what I'm going to tell you to do. Do you have any good lenders that you work with?
I have one.
Okay. Call that lender today and say, hey, would you be willing to partner with me on this deal? I want to make a postcard, and I want to put a little stamp, a little punch hole in it and some rubber bands. Let's get together. Let's put a little postcard, have your name on one side and have their name on the other side, and go to the apartment complex and print out 100 of them and go and knock on doors, or just tie it to the doorknobs and say, interest rates are crazy low right now. I can get you into a house for less than you're paying in rent. I don't know if you can necessarily say that because it's, it might not be true, but I can, think of some cute little tagline, but especially just talk about how low the interest rates are, and home ownership is a possibility for you. Call me for more information. Get with a lender. Guess how much that's going to cost you? $0. If your lender won't pay for it, call me, Facebook, Instagram me. I will connect you with a lender that will pay for that. And go to that apartment complex every single week and just keep putting things on the door. Keep door knocking. The first round I would do this is the first round I would go and just put them on the doors and then walk away. Second round I would do this, let's say the first of the month I would go and put them on the doors. Then at the end of the month, you know what I would do? I would go back and I would knock on every single door. Hi, I'm that agent that put those things on your doors. I'm the Jeep agent. I'm the nursing agent, whatever you want to be known as, right? Did y'all get my little door knocker? Yeah, I did get that. Do you guys have any questions about that? Because I would love to talk to you about home ownership. I personally, Daniel Mont, I was a renter for a very long time until I discovered that I could own a home. I thought I'd be a renter forever. And let me tell you how I think you're different. And so you've already been out there. You've already had your flyer on that door. Girl, you could be so rich. Do you realize how rich you could be? If you just go to that apartment complex, let's say you get 5 people. That's 570. That's 20 grand in commissions that is sitting right next to you.
I didn't think
Exploit that.
I didn't think about the apartment complex next door until you just mentioned it. So I'm like,
Yes.
it's walking
Use
distance.
that to your advantage. Go to that apartment complex and take advantage of that being right next door. That's a really good idea. And I actually used to do that, and I got a couple leads off of doing that too. I used to go to apartment complexes and leases, and I would bring the mortgage lender with me. So the first time you go by yourself and just put it on the door. Second time you go back, and then the third time you bring that mortgage lender. And then guess what happens? They're going to ask a mortgage question. And guess what you're going to be able to do? Answer it right then and there.
Right.
And do not leave without their phone number. Be like, hey, I really want to, and have a little flyer or something informational or value that you could give them. Say, hey, I just want I had this really cool flyer. I had this really thing. Let me text it to you. What's your phone number? And get their phone numbers and then just exploit that. Milnisha, if it's not too bad, what made you get into real estate?
I got into real estate more to have the freedom to be home with my son more and to stop in like a regular 9-to-5 job, because I'm in a medical field, but I'm also in the Army, and I'm trying to come out of both of those fields and just
Girl, did you just say you in the medical field and the Army?
Yeah.
Shoot, you got context out of the wazoo. You are like so cool. Okay, well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
You are the Army real estate agent. You are the real estate agent. Like, think of how many things that you could do with that in real estate, that people love the military. People love to support the military. You've got it in. And also all those contacts that you made in the Army, everyone that's in your base, you call them, you reach out to them and tell them, hey, I really want to spend more time with my kid. Like, people want to help you out. People really do. They want to see you succeed. They want to help. And so make a little post like, hey, I really wanted to make this little change. I want to be home with my son more often. Here's my goal. Is there anyone out there to help me get to my goal? So that would be a really cool thing. Pam, what about you? What is your what sets you apart from everybody else?
I mean, I don't know. I go above and beyond, but I mean, I
What
don't
made
know.
you want to get into real estate, Pam?
I love helping people. I want them to feel like they're being served, because that's what I do. I serve people.
And you're really good with customer service, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes. So
I don't care if it's a sale or not, I will help you. Okay.
Well, we
You
care if
don't
it's a
want
sale,
a
but
sale,
whatever.
don't get me wrong. But I'm not going to work for free. But
right.
if
I would go after the customer service angle. I would go after every client as a friend. I offer excellent customer service. Come experience the Pam way. What's that thing that you spray on a cooking sheet?
Yeah.
Cam,
Well,
spray
wait,
me on, see how I do.
I will say, look, I will say that like my kids are grown now, obviously, and I'm a brand new grandmother. My first grandbaby is 7 months old. But anyway, when my kids were younger, they would kind of make fun of me and didn't want me to be the cool mom, but I was the cool mom. Okay. And so, you know, and I can make fun of myself too. So I feel like it's has something to do with my angle, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you're the
I don't know
cool
how to
mom,
put
you're the
that
cool
spin on it.
grandma, you're the cool agent. So you think about it like that, like you're a cool agent. People love to work with you. They love to experience your level of service, right? So think about it that way, like what you can offer to people that makes you different. What about you, Rita? What makes you different from everybody else?
I've just been in the hospitality industry for like growing up.
Rita's been in the hospitality industry, she said. So
I was born into hotels.
hotels.
People everywhere, all the time.
So you know all about that process and how people love to come in from out of town and feel welcomed, feel at home. And Rita makes people feel like they are the only person in the room. She is so warm and friendly. And you can tell that that's what she's good at, right? So she needs to exploit that. Rita is going to exploit all those people that she was in the hotel business with. She's going to call every single person that ever booked a room with her.
And I was gonna tell Julie, I don't know what company she used to work with, and I used to not do this because it was COVID time, and I used to tap into my database.
Right.
I have been doing that lately.
What?
Just doing care calls in the hotel.
Julie, Rita said that she's been doing care calls within the hotel database. So she wanted to tell you that. What company did you used to work for, Julie?
I worked in Houston. I worked for a company called Enbridge out of Calgary. And then I worked for a company called El Paso, which is now Kinder Morgan.
Okay. Yeah. So
I get a lot of clients from Beaumont.
she gets a lot of clients from Beaumont, she said, Rita said, in the
Yeah,
gas company, in the oil industry. And just reach out to those people, Julie. Reach out to those people, tell them what you're doing now. And also, if you do have any clients from out of state, you can get referrals. So you can give referrals. So another thing that I do differently is I go to Baton Rouge and find a really cool Baton Rouge agent that has a really cool listing. And I'd be like, hey, I'm here in Baton Rouge. Look at this amazing house. By the way, if you're looking to buy in Baton Rouge, give me a call. I have a license in Louisiana. I can help you anywhere in the state of Louisiana. And I have friends all over the country and the world. If you're looking to buy real estate anywhere, I can help you. And if someone's looking to buy real estate, they can call you and you can find a referral partner in literally any state that will give you a 25 or 30% referral fee. Okay. So don't think that you can just stop at Louisiana. If they know you as a real estate agent, you can sell real estate anywhere, or you can help assist the sale of real estate anywhere in the country and anywhere in Louisiana. I would absolutely not recommend going too far out of your comfort zone. So I don't go to Baton Rouge, although I can sell in Baton Rouge or Lafayette or Lake Charles. It's just not worth it. But if you find a partner that can go out there and you can feel connected to them, then you can refer business out to them and you can really make a lot of money just referring business and getting referrals in too. So be someone else's referral partner. So partner with other agents and say, hey, do you guys have a referral partner, like an agent in Baton Rouge? A lot of times I find Baton Rouge is the #1 place in New Orleans, people moving to the North Shore. So if you connect with agents on the South Shore, just like Natasha was saying about, partnering with other agents, partner with agents outside of your market center. Partner with agents in New Orleans, partner with agents in Baton Rouge, and be like, I would love to be your referral partner. I offer 30% referral fees, which normally is 25%, but offer 30%, be that your value proposition. Offer 30% and say, hey, look, that's free money that you never would have had if you wouldn't have known that person.
Well,
So,
Jessica and I are both in
that's
Baton
your
Rouge if you need anybody.
What's that, Julie?
I said, Jessica and I are both in Baton Rouge if you need anybody.
Yeah, y'all are awesome. I love Baton Rouge. Wait, what do you mean y'all are in Baton Rouge?
Yeah, we're both in Baton Rouge.
They're not. Oh, you're not even this Keller Williams?
No.
Why are you on the Zoom call? This is Ignite to where?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just this market center. Oh my God, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I never thought that it was going out of this market center. Oh Lord, I'm in big trouble. Milnisha, where are you out of?
Hammond.
Okay, she's in our market center. Okay, good. And I know Pam is in our market center too. All right, y'all. Well, that is the end of our class. We are 4 minutes early, but I really appreciate y'all today. I hope you had fun. And again, reach out to me if you want to have any questions. Julie, your number one goal out of this is create an Instagram and create a Facebook page and get after it. Jessica, your number one goal is to go to that apartment complex.
Yeah.
You're going to go to that apartment complex and you are going to kill it over there. You're going to make so much money. Milnisha, you are going to go after your people in the military and the nursing field and the healthcare field. Tell them that you are in real estate. And Pam, you are going to be the customer service agent. You're going to kill it. Everyone loves to work with you. You've got a great personality, and I think you're going to do wonderful.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. It was fun.
Thank
I don't know how to
you.
stop. I don't know how to stop this thing. So I'm just going to let it run and let them deal with it. But I love you guys. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for today.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
I don't know how to stop it, so I'm just going to let it keep running. I'm going to get in trouble. Click the exit button. Stop share. Is this the button here?
Hey, how about my new picture, Daniel?
Hey, Pam.
You like my new picture?
I do. I love it, girl. I love that hair.
Clown hair, don't care.
All right, so I told y'all I would pop my pimple, but I'm not going to do it.
Don't do it.
There it is right there. Bye, y'all. I found the button. Look, here, it's right here. Look.